Welcome to Truths, Proofs, and Firewater Reviews. I'm your host, Lindsey, and this is John, risking his liver to discover new whiskeys. We base our reviews on a 25-point scale, 5 for the smell, 10 for the taste, 5 for the finish, and a combined 5 for the bottle and look of the juice.
I always save a little sample of something I finish that she doesn't know about so I can blind her on it, just so I don't have to open new bottles like some people.
Will you blind me on this already? Because I want to start drinking it.
Yeah?
Well, I have to open it, so...
Also very disappointed in you, by the way.
Why?
Because you said Back to the Future was a 4 out of 10. A classic.
5 minutes into it, and I haven't even ever seen it.
What do you give it afterwards?
7.5. Only because of Doc.
Still a little appalled, but okay.
Oh, shut up.
Kids liked it
You're
more than
such
you
an
did.
old hag.
Shut up. Get into your nose.
Anyways. Alright, so this is... I get like really strong sour apple. And it's like a sour apple licorice or like a Jolly Rancher. Not as sweet as like a Jolly Rancher, but just like a sour apple candy. Like it's
green licorice rope things.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
They're in the clear
stickier
plastic
ones.
bag.
Yeah.
I don't know what brand they're.
They're like waxy but not waxy.
But fruity and delicious.
Yeah. There's like a butterscotchy vanilla about it too. Kind of like the difference between like a vanilla caramel. It's like a vanilla butterscotch. It's, I don't know. It's nice though.
I see you have butterscotch bomb circled.
So, yeah. So there's a cinnamon spice and it's like, they're very, very soft notes, but they're like the ones that are pungent, like the apple and the, like, I get a molasses too. There's like a cinnamony molasses in there, and it's very soft, but it's there. But like, this turns into a complete bomb of butterscotch after like 5 minutes of hitting the air. It's just insane.
Not giving any hints because you already did all your notes, but you always say that for this brand, no matter what iteration it is from them, you always say butterscotch bomb after it sits out.
Yeah. Because John always does one of these. I'm half asleep and goes, smell this, and sticks it right in my nose. And I'm like, okay, I'm awake. So I gave it a 4 out of 5. It is very good. It's very well mellowed together, and I mean, I enjoy it. So it's nice and tingly on my tongue, and I get that cinnamon spice very faintly, but that sour green apple comes through. I get that in butterscotch. Okay. It's a little bit charry and a little bit of vanilla come through too. I'm not mad at it. I really love those smells. And I want them to pop as much as they smell pops in my nose. I want that to pop, and I'm just not quite where I want it to be.
Why would you be mad at it? It's whiskey.
Well,
can't ever be mad at whiskey. Even if it's the most... Oh, okay. You got me.
You mad at it?
Yeah.
So, again, it's very minute little things, but they are very nice. They're very well married together. I'm looking for something a little bit more pungent, I guess, taste-wise, but I gave it a 7 out of 10. Finish is short-ish. Not quite medium finish, but it's almost there. It's sweet and fruity, and then it like gets spicy and charry. So it's just, it kind of moves its way through your mouth, and as it's moving through, it just kind of vanishes. So it starts out really fruity and smooth, and then it gets kind of charry and spicy as it goes, and then it just kind of dissipates and it's gone. So I gave it a 3.5 because I like it, and all the flavors, again, are there. I just want it to hang out a little longer. Has a really nice bead line. Very nice legs. Lots of them that stream down the glass. It's, I don't know, dark golden brown. like a chestnutty kind of color. It's very pretty. It's nice and shimmery. It's got a really nice hue to it. So I'm going to give it a look at 2.
Okay. A little disappointed in your taste and finish score. I think it's a little bit higher for me, but this one I would consider one of my daily drinkers, daily lower shelf. One that I always go back to along with early times, which they're related, so it's not a surprise. That's my elbow.
The walls don't move.
That was the shelf. This is Old Forester 100 proof, formerly known as Signature.
Do you know why?
Yes, because he put his signature on everything to ensure quality. That's why it's around the label.
Yeah.
And he is the first bottled bourbon. And they are continuously ran since 1870. We always go into their history a lot, so I don't think we need to go too deep in their history if you just want to give a
No, so
quick synopsis.
MSRP is $30, which I
Ooh.
think, what?
That might be, that's too high. We pay $24.99 here.
Is it $24.99?
Yeah.
I thought that was high. So $24, $25, 72% corn, 18% rye, 10% malted barley. You keep switching the 2 and the 8.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's in honor of George Garvin Brown. His signature's on every bottle to signature, like John said, to signify the quality of it. They actually, and I thought that was cool too, is they were the first bourbon to be sold that was sealed.
Mm-hmm.
So one of
Bottled
those
and
things,
sealed.
like John said, Old Forester is one of the oldest running distilleries because they ran from their start all the way through Prohibition. They were one of the very few, and by few I mean like this many, that could sell during Prohibition for medicinal purposes. So they actually have been distilling the whole time, unlike other distilleries. And like John said, we did go into it a lot, but for that being said, like there was a lot of quality issues back then, so they sealed their bottles, which was one of the first things that was like, wow, so you know they're not tampering with it, or it's not, you know, bad. And then I thought that was kind of cool that the signature brand from Mr. Brown himself to signify that. So
I'm not sure how long this 100 proof has been around. It's been through a few different slight name changes. Right now it's just Old Forester 100 proof. It was Old Forester 100 proof Signature, and before that, I think in the early 90s, it was Bottled and Bond. But now they have the Whiskey Row series, and they have a Bottled and Bond, so we're not missing out on Old Forester Bottled and Bond. But this one has been a very consistent bourbon. I used to drink this one. I don't know if you remember when we first met, maybe a year or so into it, we went to Rishi's. And he suggested that, and I drank that for like a year. I went from Weller to this, to Weller to this. I was always back and forth between these two.
An Old Crow.
No, that was...
gotta bring that up.
When I had to go $8 or less.
Oh, John and I've been through some
This was like 14 or 15 back then.
Yeah, that was free. I mean, it's still cheap. $25 for a bottle of whiskey, you can't be mad at it.
Yeah,
but...
well, it's not Weller Special Reserve or Antique. Ones I used to drink back then that I can't find. This one is everywhere.
Yeah, you can't walk into any liquor store and not find something from Old Forester.
And I just finished one of our Dusties of Old Forester 100 proof Signature. And that one was a butterscotch bomb, more than this
That one, I swear he put butterscotch discs in his whiskey glass. Like, that one thing... I wash all of his cups, and let me tell you, they smell so good sometimes. And that one, I loved washing it out, because just washing it out, you get that just wafting of butterscotch out of it. It's crazy.
So what do you rate the bottle?
I give it a 2. For one, it's got my boob in it, and I love the boob.
Yeah.
It's little, but it's still there. I can hold the bottle. I love Old Forester's label. It's very clean and sleek, and just
kind of like leather.
It's cut nice. And I mean, who doesn't like the longest running bourbon around?
I wish they put a cork on it, but I'm not into the screw caps. I feel like they lose a little quality. Maybe air gets in there. Could be wrong. I know there's like a plastic seal under it. Maybe that stops it, but... So
I wanted to see your thoughts on this too. When I was reading up on this, I read a lot about Old Forester, but a lot of people were saying that when they poured this, they had difficulty because a lot of Old Forester products, more particularly with 86 proof and 100 proof, they were saying that it changes so much when it hits the air.
Yeah, it
so
does. That's with all Old Forester.
Yeah.
They never used to be a high proof thing. That's something they're just getting into.
Yeah.
That's why they're changing like the single barrels and stuff from 890 proof to barrel strength and 100 proof, because they do change so much. And all their whiskey is pretty much the same. Like birthday bourbon barrels could be going into this mix. This is a very high quality one.
Yeah.
They don't skip on quality at all. I mean, even the 86 proof is even a good sipper.
I just thought that was interesting because I have the same thing. Whenever John's drinking it or I'm drinking it, it's the same thing. It changes so much in your glass.
Yeah.
So it was just funny to see that some guys were
and
like,
it gets sweeter too.
Yeah. But so total then that gives me 74, and I'm a little bummed. I was hoping it'd be a little higher than that, but in the same aspect, I mean, it is what it is. I'm not mad at it. Can't be.
Can't be mad at whiskey.
It's one of my favorite brands, so I can't really be upset about it.
It's one of my favorite daily drinkers.
Yeah. And there it goes. But yeah, so there it is, Old Forester. There you have it.
So that wraps up this review. Leave a comment if you have tried this whiskey and let us know what you thought. Please like and share us to social media, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to leave a suggestion for our next review. Thanks for watching.